I want to be upfront with you all. I'm walking away from fashion. But before you think I'm done for good, let me explain to you what I really mean by that. My name is Willie Austin. I started a brand that called Willie Austin, named after myself. Now, I started making clothes back in 2017 after I graduated college. I started making clothes because I was trying to figure out what my passion was, right? I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do in life, you know. And during that time of me looking for a job, I said, you know what? Let me start pursuing something that I really want to do. And from 2017 all the way up to 2022, when Saks Fifth reached out to me, you know, that's when I felt like I was on the right path. And I had my first fashion show in 2003. With me even having those two highlights in my fashion journey, right, I still was feeling like it was an oversaturated place, right? I felt like everybody was trying to do fashion. I felt like everybody was just throwing pieces together. Nobody really respecting the craft of fashion, right? And I felt like, you know, you'll see something new on Instagram every day. People say, oh, I'm a fashion designer, and all they did was have screen prints. Now, I'm not knocking anyone who does screen prints in something quick, fast fashion, but I was so in depth with it to the point where I was learning the cut and sew, reading books, college books, understanding what it took to be a fashion designer, and like reading the history behind it, like really respecting the craft, right? And I felt like it started to become something so oversaturated and everybody was just throwing pieces together. Then the business side of it, if you're not pulling in a lot of money into the business, you're going to lose a lot, especially inventory, right? Because cutting sewn pieces take a lot of money, right? Let's say it's February, because that's when the factories open back up, majority of all. So let's say February, you want to get a shirt done and you put in your order, it probably won't get back into the end of February. Then you got to put in another order, and then they'll take probably at the end of March. Then you got to put in the bulk order for those shirts. So you probably want to get the bulk order to the end of April. It's always like these time periods that you had to fit in slots. And that was a lot itself right there, just getting pieces completed. If you don't have like a full team, and this me speaking from working somewhere across seas. Now, if you work in the US, you know, those samples gonna cost a lot of money, and a lot of them gonna be knocking you across the head, right? Unless you just find someone that you've been working with for a long time, you guys equal on a good price. But majority of all manufacturers in the US is very, very expensive. So if you're starting off, you might not be able to afford, you know, a 10-piece collection or a 5-piece collection or 30 pieces or minimal collection. You're going to have to do something super small. And that's just from the manufacturer standpoint, right? So I'm just speaking from my experience. I know everybody got different experience. I'm speaking from my experience. A lot of people, well, I'm going to say me, I was posting on Instagram a lot in the early stages, right? And I was DMing a lot of people, and it felt as if on Instagram it can only go so far. And even if you threw ads on that, yes, it'll reach out, but those people don't even like interact with your posts. So you try to go on TikTok and you try to tell all these stories and do all these things. Like even with TikTok, I felt like as if you're a dog and you got a screen with a bone, you just running in circles. You know, you're just trying to get those views, you're trying to create that content, but it just wasn't working out for me. And it felt like as time went on, like the love for it just wasn't there for anymore. You get what I'm saying? It felt like I was doing something because I was kind of known for it, but I wasn't doing it because I truly loved it, right? It felt like I wasn't in love with what I was doing anymore. It felt like I was just lingering on something just because I created this identity of me, right? And that what led me to YouTube, right? Where I'm at now. And I told myself, I was like, wait, I can probably talk about these things, these challenges that I'm sure that everyone else probably have. You know I probably wasn't the only person that started a brand that feel like it wasn't successful or it didn't turn out the way that I thought it'll be, right? And I feel like this space right here is a place where you can see someone grow at. I can talk about fashion. I can vlog, and so you can see the things that I like to do, or you get to know me a little bit more, or even the point that I even love art, you know, like painting, like art. So I felt like YouTube would be the best fit for me because it's no pressure like how other social media have, like Instagram and TikTok, or even Snapchat, like not or Facebook, right? It's like a different type of feeling. It's like a long commitment, right? It's like a long-term commitment for YouTube because you'll really get to know me, and me myself would be the brand, if that makes sense. It's like I'm no longer trying to shove down your throat, oh, buy this hat, buy this jacket, you know, like you should buy this. It's like, no, like if you like this, what I'm making or videos or what I'm talking about, then we can be on this journey together. You can see where I'm at now and where I'm going. And if I do decide to release something, you might feel so connected with it that it's a no-brainer. I don't have to be like, oh, well, you know, this is the story, this and that. Because with YouTube, I will be filming my life and talking about my life, and you'll get to know me. You get what I'm saying? So it'd be like real intimate, right? That's why I want to be on YouTube. That's why I'm pushing YouTube. That's why I'm creating this channel, for these reasons. So with that being said, I'm not quitting fashion. I'm just moving in a different direction with it. I'm so grateful you guys found this video just to see where I stand at with fashion, where I'm going to be going with it, the commitment I'm having to upload videos, to document my life, to talk about the fashion aspect of it. I'm just so grateful right now because it feels like a lot of pressure is off me now. It's like I can now let go of that character that I was building peacefully, right? I can now step into something else. I can now express myself in a way that it don't feel no pressure, because this is something that I love. This is something that I want to express and show the world, right? And I can draw pieces on my own time now. I can do all these things without the pressure. So if you got this far with the video, thank you so much for listening to me, supporting me so far, because this helps you watching the video, me starting off with this YouTube channel. This is the first video on the channel, so thank you. See you in the next video. Would I see you? Thank you. Bye.